You don't know where you're going unless you know where you've come from. With the presenter finale knocking, this saying has never been more apt. Just where did this journey begin for the presenter season 2? Over 6,000 contestants, all fighting for a chance to be the presenter.
We are looking for an X factor.
Muzina kitata, heri mwana, heri sentenapu, muzina kisata zango, ya muzina.
Alright, asante tena mura kabisa. Tukiwa katika mtaa wa mabanda wa Kibira, kulikuwa na vita vurugu katika familia moja ambayo mwanamke mmoja aliamua kujichoma na maji kisha kupiga nduru ili apelekwe hospitalini.
My name is Lillian Luther, aka Black Mercedes.
Mercedes?
Yes.
Which class?
S class.
My name is Billy Ochoro. I'm 23.
Okay.
I recently graduated from the University of Nairobi. And currently I make people's lives aesthetically interesting.
Usijali, mahali popote ulipo katika Kenya hii, tutakuja na Jalango with the money na utaweza kujishindia zawadi.
Are you sure you are the MCA for Kilimani in Nairobi?
Yes.
Don't you have a county assembly to attend?
It's not mandatory to attend all sittings.
So how are you representing Nairobians?
I only go to the assembly when I have an issue to present.
Can I host a drama show?
Like which one?
The Housewives of Kawangware.
It has no presenter. It's drama.
Reggae music is all about physical exercises.
Are you serious?
When you are dancing reggae music and you throw your hands, that is an exercise.
Thank you so much for coming.
Kwa mahanja miondoko. Halo, unai. Santa, kwa heri mtazamaji.
You just warmed my heart.
We're going to give you the best of Bob Marley. Give you the best of Luciano. Giving you the best of reggae music all the way from Jamaica. That's how we're doing it.
And boy, has it been an interesting journey. Out of this massive number, only 21 got lucky and made the cut to enter the Presenter Academy. No time was wasted getting into the thick of things.
At KTN, we don't have news readers, we have journalists. And the difference is, if I'm a journalist, I know what's going on. I'll have gone through those scripts beforehand. I have my backup scripts in my hand. And if I don't have those backup scripts in my hand, I know what I am talking about.
The lessons too began in earnest with vital lessons on personal grooming and makeup.
Tell us why it is so important for us to look good.
We are in a completely image-conscious society, and you're always judged on your first appearance in front of somebody. You guys will be in front of camera, in front of millions of people all the time. The first step to a good makeup is the base.
The task we have set up for you, you will get to present a news story and also present an entertainment piece. Something that you will come up with in your head. For the news, it will be structured. And once we've judged you, 4 of you will be going home today.
Yo, swadakta mtazamaji popote ulipo, unatizama ni Ngoma Digitali. Sisi ndo wakali, sisi ndo majemedari, wakati ni wa digitali.
Urefu na ufupi Mwenyezi Mungu katupa, lakini mimba, kitambi na urembo juhudi zetu sisi wenyewe.
What's up y'all? It's me, your guy, your man, Njeru Gaidhuru, right here on Straight Up Live.
I'm talking, if you want to listen to that beautiful music where you get to dance the boomer, the slow music, you still get to get that.
This is indeed the 4th of February, the year 2015.
At the beginning of the year, Kenya National Association of Parents threatened to take legal action against Education Cabinet Secretary,
The Kenya National Association of Parents threatened to take legal action against the Education Cabinet Secretary Wilson Sossion for not lowering the rates in 2018.
The Kenya National Association of Parents threatened to take legal action against Education Cabinet Secretary Wilson Sossion for not lowering the rates.
Walimu wano haudu
wanaohudumu katika maeneo ya kaskazini mashariki ya Kenya wameendelea kagoma huku wakitaka penyo humeisho kutoka maeneo ya Wajiri.
The presenter show judges, seasoned journalist Joe Ageo, the managing editor at KTN, Catherine Mwangi, head of the dynamic and versatile KTN production and creative departments. And finally, Judge Eric Latif, a news editor, reader and trainer at Capital FM, responsible for maintaining the high standards of radio news delivery. From these challenges, the first casualties of elimination go home. Hezron Malotti, Audrey Oyer, Akinyi Okoth, and Jeru Gaithuru. With this large number axed, the pressure is on for the remaining 17 contestants. George Buana, an old hand in the business, takes the contestants through basic camera work, sound and lighting lessons.
So I'll start with the sound. There are three major types of microphones that help you get sound. The best and worst times to shoot is in the morning when the sun is still very low, or very late in the evening. In television, it's called magic hour.
This lesson also presents a challenge. Group 1, tasked with conducting a studio set interview with a seated guest,
Why take too much time setting up?
It's going to sound a bit silly, but the challenging part for me was not even the setup of the camera and making sure it's at eye level. It was finding the record button. There's too many buttons on the camera. I didn't expect it to be that hard to find the record button.
Action. Nikiwa katika chuo kikuu cha Nairobi University, na hivi mtazamaji unavyoona ndio uharibifu wa mali, na hii nikiwa ni gari ambalo ni la mwalimu mkuu wa chuo hicho. No one will allow you to be stable and shooting at a stable scenario like that. That's why you use our shoulder.
One, take one, let's roll it.
Today, one of the supervisors is going to enlighten us precisely on what happens for these newspapers to get to the market.
And with a challenge comes elimination.
Leave the academy now.
Davis Ayega, Frederick Rotich, Michael Kiprono, and Angela Njoki sadly do not make the cut. By the time Derek Banga came to train on communication and presentation skills, the tension was through the roof for the contestants.
All the best, Derek.
Thank you very much.
They're all yours.
All right. If I was to give my entire presentation like this, which is extremely awkward, let's say like this. Guess what? Cortisol levels are raised in my body, testosterone goes down. My performance, and I call it a performance because that's what you're doing. You're speaking in front of an audience, is going to be irreparably damaged. I'm not going to give the best performance.
It was a good thing to know like what always makes you have stressful situations and what makes you like just jump out of your bubble. So it really helped. Like right now I did a couple of postures and I'm good.
Hello, how are you guys? Anyway, my name is Tendai Mbalekwa. Today, I'm going to convince you why you should watch KTN.
Yesu we nakupenda. Naangalia wengine wenu kidogo naona kuwa mmepigwa na butwa, mnashangaa je, Bi Farida leo mwaka ako na mambo yapi?
Just before he cast his first vote, Elijah, just before he cast his first vote, this is what he didn't say anything, unlike Patrick came there and he said, I'm going to win these elections by 10,000 votes.
Sharon Wanjiru, Eric.
She did not engage with her audience very well. She just picked two names, Patrick and Elijah. So Patrick and Elijah. And she says she's from that constituency.
Hello and good afternoon, guys. How are you guys doing? Are you feeling good? You look good, you look good. You look a bit sleepy. Are you okay? You're good. Anyway, I'm here to talk to you guys about politics. Who likes politics? No one. You need to be interested because it's your country.
Who would you say is a socialite?
We're doing the work for you.
You know, I'm hearing a lot of comments here, so if you want to say something, you can please put up your hands. Okay, let's move on. Okay, relax, give me some time here.
Good afternoon, guys. Ntakumurda. I can see you guys laughing. That's a familiar phrase, right? Where have you heard it? Jameni Show. Yes.
Nauliza, umetutajia mrututu wa vipindi ambavyo vinapeperushwa hewani hapa KTN. Mbona uliamua kuchagua hiki kimoja tu?
My job here is that I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the various shows here on the Kenya Television Network. Now, we can start off with... Oh, hi, my name is Simon. Nice to meet you too. Thank you for hollering and interrupting me. Please stop, thank you.
You don't
You are it.
Not
Hell is real.
Hello, guys. My favorite show is Friday Briefing by Betty Chalo. What's your favorite show in the news category? Really? Hands up.
Do you think your resemblance to Edith Kimani gives you a better position in the presenter?
Well, I did not know I resembled Edith Kimani, but I do hope it does.
Lengo, shabaha na madhumuni yangu siku ya leo ni kuongelea afya ambapo nitaweza kugusia gonjwa la saratani.
In Kenyatta National Hospital, the machines that are used for the cancer patients were closed down. Why were they closed down?
Zimeweza kufungwa manake kwanza ni jambo geni kwa nchi yetu ya Kenya. Hatuna knowledge, hatuna ustaarabu.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? There are pros and cons of being a socialite. A pro of being a socialite obviously is the fame. If you want to be famous, it's the fastest way to get there. Cons, controversy. Do you want to be somebody who's known as a prostitute? Any questions?
I wonder, do you know when or what year the word socialite came about?
Truthfully, usually it's known on the Urban Dictionary more than it is in the Webster Dictionary, but I do not have that at the time. If you will meet me afterwards, I will look for it and I'll tell you.
Ukiangalia mwezi huu ni kwamba katika eneo ama katika chaguzi ya Kajiado ambapo Memusi Kanchori alishinda, inasemekana watu ambao walikuwa wamejiandikisha kupiga kura ni watu 39 na watu ambao walijitokeza ni watu 31,000. Mtu yote ambaye kuna swali tafadhali.
Outside of politics and sports, can you give me any other trending?
There are many things out there that people do with good voices. This is only one of them. You have to leave the academy today.
There you have it on public speaking and body language. Stay tuned for more after the break.
To get more information on this show, text in the keyword presenter to 22840.
Welcome back. With pressure piling up, the contestants get a lucky break away from elimination, a lesson, and a treat at Naked Pizza.
Kila siku tumezoea kuwa ndani ya studio, kusoma habari, kuhutubia watu.
I love the fact that it's a different setting from the usual.
Naked basically means natural. Natural, by that I mean that we have our ingredients are fresh. We don't add any additives or preservatives for that matter.
The contestants are eager to learn exactly how these pizzas are made. Lo and behold, it is the men versus the women.
So make sure you use not more than 5 toppings. Okay, now I have the results of the pizzas, the sampling that was done. Officially, the group that has won, Group A.
Next up, Connie Alwoch upped the game with grooming lessons for TV.
When the audience is tuning into KTN, they're tuning in, number one, they want to see what you're wearing, how you look, are you credible? If you look confident and your image is apart, you're credible, they will want to listen to what you're saying. Prints, audience and mood. Remember, why are you there on air? You're delivering stories. So when you're dressing, you need to remember who you're delivering to, your audience, very important. Ladies, the most important thing is when you're dressing for TV, you have to be very classic, right? So we don't want to see things that are too revealing, too short. We don't want to see prints and loud colors, and I'll get into that in a second. This is not what you want to see on TV when you're presenting. In terms of color, we like to go with plain colors. This works because you're delivering the news and we're listening to you. And this is not distracting.
Move. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Are these yours?
And contestants, stop.
Everything was short dresses, short skirts and trousers. I don't do that. I'm a Muslim. I'm supposed to dress in long dresses, long skirts and hijab.
2. Girls love shopping. I had such a great time picking out the outfits.
1.
I went with a cap sleeve instead because I think that I have nice arms and it would distract from the news.
Stop.
So we looked at what you were wearing there, and the judges realized that you had a great difficulty in finding something to wear. We have decided as the judges here that because of that great thing, your mic is coming from under the table. You were the best dressed, Zainab. Your mic is still on.
Jacinta Kiraguri and Sophia Wanuna then showed contestants the ropes when it comes to live outside broadcasting and how to handle themselves in different scenarios.
The meaning of live is real as is. Whatever you say, it goes on air. So live broadcast production requires high skills, requires accuracy. Whatever you say, whatever you do will be captured live. You have to have a camera in mind every morning when you wake up. You've got to wear the right colors, you've got to wear the right attire for ladies. It's very key to take instructions as they are, because sometimes there is no that luxury of explanation, or I'm telling you to do this because of this. There is no that time. 2, 3, 2, 1,
So you must be quickly able to sift what's the most important information I need to give. You always have to have that journalism cap, and those are things I'm sure by now you know. You start with the most important detail to the least, so you must be well-read, well-knowledgeable, know your stuff. There are constant number of demands at you at any given time. There's the director that's talking to you, there's this live situation that's a moving story that's unfolding as well, and there you are with an audience at home that is watching you, seeking to get all of this information, the questions they may have answered, all of that is on you at that particular time. So confidence is key. Relax. Relax, don't be overwhelmed by the situation.
We're heading from here, we're heading to the practical part of it. Please be keen to details. Life is all about being keen to details.
Good afternoon, Michael Makori. I'm getting you right from the studio, and we are here live at KICC for Davido's second concert in Kenya.
Yo, we're right back. Ni ngoma digitali na sindo wakali, sindo majemedari. Inakuwaje? Siku ya leo katika KICC kuna kidogo wetu Davido ambaye anakuja kuperform. Na nitaweza tu kujuza mambo mengi tu sana atakayofanya.
The American-born Nigerian singer seems to have had Kenya's plea as he is holding a second concert, this time at the Kenyatta International Conference Center.
Hi, it's Frida. We're live backstage at the Davido Experience concert. So he was having a world tour, and Nairobi happened to be one of the lucky towns that he chose to perform. So we're backstage waiting for him to go on stage. We have had people who have been performing before him. We had Phenomenal, and we had Mudhoni the drama queen perform.
Davido wakaribishwa. Bila shaka ni wimbo ambao unasema Davido unakaribishwa Kenya. Jambo Davido, karibu Kenya, unakaribishwa.
But this time, the third time in Kenya at the KICC. And it is hot here. It is mad. It is crazy. It is off the heezy for sheezy, my nigga.
Everybody is exhilarated. Everybody is exciting. The hype to this show has been unimaginable, unbelievable, exciting. Do you know he came with 10 Lamborghinis all the way from the airport on Mombasa Road? Do you know how cool that looks like?
Shukran za dhati. Kumbuka tuko hapa, tutakuletea habari zote ambazo zinatokea katika jumba la kimataifa la KICC. Naitwa Abula Ahmed kwa sasa na kurudisha studio kwake Sofia Wanuna.
Remember, the tickets are only 2,000 shillings at the gate and only 4,000 for the golden circles. And I know you want the VVIP tickets, which are only 8,000 shillings. Be sure to join us because this is crazy, crazy fun.
Just want to give you live pictures from when this the setting up begins until the evening when the fans start streaming in. So it's not quite yet full, but the fans will start streaming in at around 6:30 because the concert starts at 8.
After a challenge on the learned lesson, the dreaded elimination comes immediately.
They are shocked
because this is now where the rubber meets the road.
Exactly.
You're live in front of the camera.
Two things that are imposing: a personality and a voice. She has a very strong voice and loud voice. So when she speaks, she commands your attention.
But when you pay attention,
but then when you pay attention, you realize what is this person telling me?
And this is new. We're talking about live reporting.
Yes.
You always put in those kind of situations where now you're expected to act and be all of this. And if you crumble in the moment, of truth, then that shows all along it's all been something else.
There's no content. We don't think you even know what you are saying. It's like when the cameras come on, you go off.
That said,
your mic is off.
Charlie Karumi, Frida Sande, and Rose Gakoor get eliminated. These were strong contenders for the title. Sad for them to leave the academy, but a respite for the remaining contestants.
My biggest lesson from the presenter: always be ready for anything, always be alert, and be alive to all situations.
I know I didn't do well, but I thought that I was improving from time to time, because even Catherine said that in the weeks that were coming up I was improving. So I knew I was going to have to defend myself, but I didn't even get a chance to defend myself to the judges. So I feel like if I had a chance to defend myself, I don't know what would have happened, but maybe not this.
Keep watching The Presenter, and we hope you two now have a pretty good idea on what it takes to make it as a presenter.
To get more information on this show, text in the keyword presenter to 22840.
Personal branding. Who best to tell us about this than Catherine Kasavuli?
Having started this at a very early age, in your early 20s, when you're very self-conscious about yourself, what pointers did you use to sort of keep the negativity away?
I had to be very careful very, very quickly, because the congratulations, the applause, the praises and all that, they could go into your head, and you could start blowing up and becoming a little too too confident, and definitely that is really, really bad for the job.
Meet Mark Kaigwa. He takes the contestants through social media engagement.
social media can be a place where we attach a lot of emotion. In this day and age, technology itself is the same way. I send you a WhatsApp message, I see 2 blue ticks, you don't reply for 20 minutes. Emotion. It was just a message. That emotional distance is to keep you honest, and at the end of the day, it really helps you stay focused on what I think the prize is. And the prize is this. Everything I'll say will come back to this. Have an intentional web presence.
Then in comes Mr. Trendsetter, Christian Della, or Xtian Della if you like.
So let's talk trends, let's talk influence, let's talk numbers. First question, what's social media influence?
Social media influence should be sort of close to what an opinion leader does. You influence people on social media.
Correct. Does having a lot of numbers relate to having influence? What do you think?
Hello, 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 hello. Chef? Zainab?
Oh my.
Oh my.
Jamal.
Having come so far in the competition, the contestants are taken through mentorship and interview skills by Jeff Koinange.
If there's one valuable lesson I want you guys to walk away with today, is that a good interviewer listens more than they speak. Number 2, try not to go into an interview with all your questions written down. Depending on what the subject matter is, maybe write that first question down. First question. And then once you engage the person, once you're talking to the person, it's you're looking at them in the eye and they're looking at you. That way there's that chemistry, there's that contact. What were you doing in that hotel room with Sonko? Short and to the point. KISS syndrome, K-I-S, keep it simple and stupid so that a 5-year-old can understand exactly what you're asking. Entertainment, the same thing. Same thing. Never write anybody off. Never assume.
Okay, so let's get to business. Do you think we're losing our grip on security in this country in relation to the latest terror attacks that have been happening?
Yeah, that's fairly obvious that we're losing grip on the security of the country. There are a lot of anxieties and fear across the Kenyan people.
Well, a while back there was an alleged affair between you and Judge Scar of African Idol. Did that happen?
Alleged affair, wow. Google is good, huh? Well, I'll put it this way. There was nothing and there was no alleged affair. It was an on-screen kiss so many years back.
I noticed one of the pigs, the fattest one, was named Duale.
Oh yeah, there was Duale.
Is this pig still alive?
Actually, the Duale pig is still alive.
Thank you very much for joining us this lovely evening. Today we have an FIRE on a fire show because I have a very feared man, a very loved man, and a very interesting man. I have Mr. Tony Gachoka. How are you doing, sir?
I'm very well, Tindy. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. What do you think of the president's plane that was supposed to go to the United States of America and made a U-turn in Yemen? What can you say about that in just a brief and small statement?
The president of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, must draw the line, and people must be held to account for what they do. So the guy who messed up his flight, fire him. You've already fired people for less. You cannot have double standards. You can't have anybody above the law or anybody spared from the acts of doing your job.
Na tunampata kijana mmoja anajipata kama Richie Roja. Richie Roja kuna swali bomba kabisa. Kidumu, wewe ni gospel artist ama wewe ni secular artist?
Mimi kwa akili yangu sijui kitu kinaitwa secular ama gospel. Mimi naweza kusema niko mwimbaji mwenye ko inspired na kila kitu bora kitasaidia jamii.
Kipindi ambacho kinatambulika hadi sasa Kenya nzima. Je, huu ni ungwana? Kitu gani kilikufanya ukaja na ile wazo la kuanzisha hicho kipindi?
Asante, ni swali zuri sana hilo. Niliandamana na marafiki zangu wengine kwenda kujiburudisha kidogo kwa vinywaji mbalimbali. Sasa ukishaingia mahali kama pale, kuna meza watu wamekaa, mnasubiri kidogo, yule mhudumu wa ile hoteli atakuja aulize, je, mtakunywa nini ama niwauzie nini na kadhalika. Lakini mmoja wa rafiki zangu yeye hakustahimili. Yaani aliona kwamba ana haraka sana. Akaanza kuitana na kupiga meza pale. Oi! Nani yuko hapa? Oi! Nani oi? Sasa wale watu wakubwa wale mawaziri wakaanza kugeuka kuangalia ile meza yetu. Nasema nani hawa? Shouting here, banging the tables. Ndio baada ya hapo bwana, nikamwambia rafiki yangu bwana, alo, tabia gani bwana? Hapa tuko katika mji mkubwa, hoteli kubwa hii, kuna waheshimiwa hapa ndani, hatoko Karumaindo bwana. Piga kelele namna gani? Ungengoja uje uhudumiwe, sio? Wastangu siku hiyo Abula Muhammad ndio nilianzisha kipindi hiki cha Je Unyungwana.
Na ili jina la Smita ulipata vipi? Tuanze hapo.
Hii jina la Smita kusema kweli niliiba kutoka televisheni show inaitwa Goodness Gracious Me. A British show called Goodness Gracious Me. Lakini nilifikiria kwamba Smita atakuwa tu siku moja ama mbili. Lakini here we are, me and you. Me and you, Colonel. Today I'm giving you a name, Colonel Gaddafi.
Jemedari.
Jemedari Gaddafi. Jemedari Gaddafi.
This eventually leads to yet another elimination.
Tendai, you've got something? Smoking.
Is there some magic, Tendai? I mean, I'm quite worried. What is that?
I'm an actor, Mr. Eric Latif. If you remember, actually, the day when you gave me the option between choosing the mic or the jacket, and ever since then, of course, the jacket was absent. Now, today what I've done, actually, I put it on a skeleton, which I think represents the old way, which actually demanded and had to lean on a certain figure.
Tony the Shocker, who can be a shocker on any given day. On this day, he was gentle as a lamb. He called you Tindy. Who's Tindy? If someone called me Jeffy, you understand? That was your last act. You're out of here.
Tendai Mbalekwa also leaves the academy, but with head held high. The contestants are now down to only 6 from 6,000. These 6 meet the judges and hiring panel of the standard group to prove their worth. Some dance moves may just be working to ease the tension.
Oh, have you seen my so sweet and fine like she comes in the morning, still have her in my night time, gives me hope, but I don't care, no, so smooth and clean like don't ever.
Abula, who's Ruth Odinga?
Sema kweli sifahamu.
KPL na FKF. How was that issue resolved?
Shirikisho la FIFA likuja likaingia kati na wakakubaliana kuwa kuanzia msimu ujao ligi kuu humu nchini itabadilishwa jina, itaitwa FKF. Watakubaliana kuwa zitakuwa timu 18 badala ya 16 ambazo ziko hivi sasa.
Who's the deputy governor of Mombasa?
Hassan Joho.
Deputy governor.
Oh, Hassan Omar. Sorry.
I thought Omar was the senator.
Oh, sorry, Joho.
Joho is the governor. And I asked about the deputy governor.
Oh my God.
Let's try Nairobi, where you partly live. Who's the deputy governor of Nairobi?
Kidero is the governor, and Senator is.
Okay, where do deputy governors come from? Who gets them in office?
The deputy governors. President.
If we give you the show and you go on air and you go onto your page and most of the reviews you get are negative, how will you deal with that?
Ingekuwa sijapata mafunzo, ningekasirika, ningemjibu kwa madharau manini, lakini Madam Kasavuli akaniambia watu kama hao unapatana nao, unawapuuza tu, una smile, atakwambia nini unacheka, lakini uhakikishe amejua, umeona.
What story would you do that's human interest?
Like Al-Shabaab. Young Muslim girls are joining Al-Shabaab, educated young Muslim girls.
How will you go out to get your story? How will you identify the Al-Shabaab recruits? How will you get them? How will you bring a story? And who else will you talk to?
The family members. The family members.
How do you identify the family members?
Because I know.
What guarantees that they'll trust you? I mean, they don't trust their families. They don't trust anyone.
Well, sir, it's never a guarantee that I would get to the deepest part of the story. But
a highlight of what is happening.
How would you ensure that happens?
Given the KTN resources, I will do an investigation, thorough investigation, and bring to the table a very concrete story.
Okay, what kind of resources do you have in mind?
Criticism. How do you handle it?
I am the best original version of me, if I may say. And everybody has an opinion about everything these days. So if you really start thinking about what everybody has to say, most people wouldn't be alive today. Many people will have committed suicide, jumped off a bridge, but everybody will have an opinion about what you do. All you need to do is realize how you want to channel it. Do you want to fuel it? Do you know propel you? And that's what I do. You will write a nasty comment about me, I'll be like, oh, that's what you think. Okay, that's another opinion, there goes.
You have a preference for news. What is it that you bring to the table?
I realized that you don't have many female investigative reporters, and that is something new I would like to bring to the table. The only one I can point to right now is Asha Mwilu. She does a great job, but she's not very consistent. I would like to bring the consistency.
No, I mean, someone watches you on TV and then they go on Twitter and say, no, what's that she's wearing? What's that on her head? She doesn't know anything. Like, she starts saying some nasty things about you. What happens?
I've got quite a bit of that so far. And surprisingly, it doesn't affect me that much.
We've deliberated on your performances tonight, and I'd like to say that the fit we were looking for is someone who can demonstrate passion, someone who can connect with audiences, someone who's knowledgeable about their chosen field. So you're talking about news. To what extent is your knowledge base? We looked at your qualifications and background, and we've arrived at our decisions.
Frida and Zainab, you are not the right fit. Please leave the academy.
Unfortunately for Zainab Ismail and Frida Mwaka, their journey comes to an end. So near yet so far. But hey, it is what it is. Kudos to all the contestants who have made it so far. We are now down to the final four. Who will make it? Is it Jamal or Richard for the entertainment category? Or will Michelle carry the day against Abula in the editorial category? Keep voting by sending the name of your favorite contestant to 22840.